What up? It's Grandpa coming at you with another video. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Man, now, the world is ablaze with this Steven A. LeBron confrontation, so-called confrontation. It was really a bunch of BS because, for one, Stephen A. Smith is 57. LeBron's 40. LeBron is too old, and Stephen A. wouldn't even be able to give him a good fight at his size and weight. Then come the age. But you know, this is the thing with LeBron now. You know, like he just feels like he can do whatever he want to do. Now that was in the throes of the game. The game was going on while he was sitting on the bench during a timeout, I guess, and he made his mind up to go over there and holler at Stephen A. Smith. Now, I didn't see any of this kind of energy when you elbowed Stewart from Detroit in the mouth and he was running after you. He was smoothly backing up. That's the best way to describe it. He was smoothly backing up. But you want to step to a 57-year-old reporter that really didn't say anything about your son. It was really about you. He was telling you to call the dogs off. It's just pitiful, man. Then you got Charles Barkley and Kendrick Perkins getting into it, which is whatever. Yeah, you gotta be safe, baby. But yeah, man, I really wasn't feeling that. It's gotta be, and you know what makes you know that he went over the line? It's people taking up for Steven Smith. It's people taking up for Stephen A. Smith right now. Because he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't get out of pocket. He didn't say your son was trash. I done seen a lot of people on YouTube. I guess he don't care about that, which is cool. But it's a lot of people calling Bronny trash. I'm not calling him trash. I'm just going to say he's ill-prepared to be in the NBA at this time. Because if he wouldn't be trying to hide him in the G League. Letting him play only at home, no road games. And then, on top of that, he's a short guy. He's a shorter guy for the NBA for his position. But he's handling the ball like he's a point guard, but he doesn't have any point guard skills. And I'm really being nice with this because I mean I would assume that he's gotten better after being in the G League because he done scored like 20-something points a couple of times. But like all that pretty much is with the ball in his hands. So it is what it is, man. But LeBron was out of pocket for that last night, man. If you wanted to do something like that, he was standing out there while you was out there dancing before the game. He was standing out there. You could have just came by the side of him. Hey, let me holler at you later. That's how gentlemen supposed to handle things. Let me holler at you for a minute, man. So that's all you. So then if you wanted to get in the fisticuffs, nobody would have known. Somebody would have known. But nowadays, you know, with this schoolyard journalism, and that's all this shit is such and such said something about you. What you think about that? Huh? What you talking about? Yeah. That's what he said. All right, well, bump him and everything about him. Yeah, Charles Barkley and Kendrick Perkins. Kendrick Perkins, you two. This is one thing. This is the thing. You're not going to go out unless you just don't care no more and beat anybody up. Because for one, you got too much exposure as a analyst, and Barkley ain't even trying to get into that. But he was telling it how it is, because you part of the cleanup crew. You the LBJ cleanup crew. And that's the thing that I've never kind of understood about the whole not being a fan of LeBron. It was okay. It's okay to be a fan of him. But when you get to the point where you taking up for the man like he your daddy, and you just don't want to see the obvious, because for whatever reason you just don't want to look at the obvious. But he's been acting like this for a long time. But it's now he's 22 years in. That's just like a baby. If you let a baby at 1 year old get away with slapping you in the face, you don't never correct them, they're going to slap you in the face when they 15. So that's just my thoughts on the whole Stephen A. Smith, LeBron James things. Nothing but a bunch of cap, because Stephen A. didn't do anything out of the way. He wasn't derogatory toward your son at all. He was just telling you to call off the dogs. So I'm gonna holler back. Grandpa signing off.